if I do take a minute to look at what friends are usually people that you would consider loyal to you. They're loyal to you, and we could say it's more polite. Well, they're people that look out for you. Okay, well it really just comes back down to loyalty. They're people that would go out of the way to give you the benefit of the doubt. People that would defend you when you're not there to defend yourself. These are loyalty. And loyalty, just if you want to hear me out, if you want to go there, here's an opportunity to stretch. Is this really what you need? Is this really what I need in my life? Because I've noticed that a lot of friends that I have that maybe do give me loyalty are giving me loyalty while denying it from themselves. And I did not know that was part of their contract. They're violating their own beliefs sometimes because they think it's going to pay off. And so they're giving me loyalty, but they're writing it down in their book. They're writing it down and saying, yes, I was loyal to him when it was hard or something. And they don't share this ledger with you. You're supposed to feel this vibe. I get it. I mean, I do it anyway. But you really are supposed to, ultimately, you're supposed to keep track of this stuff. I don't, which makes me a psychopath. I don't because I don't want that kind of loyalty. I don't want fealty. I don't want those things. What I want is predictability. That's really all I want. What I mean is I just want to be able to judge the fuck out of you with my sonar and to be able to predict what you're going to do next. To me, this would be something I would call a friend, but it's really more of just a pack. It's really more of just a place to park, a place to camp. If I'm in a festival, I'm going to look for people that are just slightly older than me. I'm going to camp there. It may not be as cool. It may not be whatever, but also it's going to be quiet around. It's going to have a lot more chill zones. It could be, but there's probably going to be less fluorescent bullshit. There's going to be a lot of less of, I want to know where my sandal is. Where's my sandal? I can't find my sandal. Has anyone seen my sandal? And you're just like, it's not really a friendship though. It's more of a, where am I going to fit in the best, where I feel comfortable, and more importantly, where everyone else is cool that I'm there too. This isn't really friendship. This is really more of like active compassionating. It's like when you're in the hostel, maybe that's a horrible word for it, but when you're traveling and you're in the jungle traveling, you sense who's going to be a little bit safer. When I was on the MARTA, I definitely knew which out of these two people is more likely to just take off their clothes. And I was right. It definitely was the other lady. I was like, yep, that was her. I smelled that before it happened. I smelled that before it happened. It's not a friendship though, is it? Is it? So am I saying you shouldn't have friends? Maybe. What I'm saying is that maybe you have play dates. Maybe you have events. Maybe you have... It's a lot like going to a show. You go to a show and if you are sitting next to someone, you guys are family now. You just are. Why? Serendipity happened. It occurred. Your guard is still up, but you're having a good time. What if you could treat everyone that way? What if everyone around you, regardless of who they are, what they've done, what if you just had that sense where you trusted your own sense of smell, you trusted your vibe check, you played that, maybe you even did, you definitely still consider reputation important, but that's just part of the vibe. You feel the vibe. You're noticing that people are blackmailing someone. You slowly start to figure out what's going on. You hear the word on the street. All these things are still fine. This is just you using your sonar. You're tapping into it all. But you're not stuck under a tentacle contract though. You're not stuck necessarily being loyal to someone that you didn't actually sign up for the kind of contract that they have. You didn't actually do that. Am I saying all friends are devoid? No, I'm saying that it looks like friends is almost like a hermetic ladder itself, an opportunity to step into yourself. That maybe when you find yourself, one of the reasons why you lose friends is because You don't need that kind of relationship anymore. You don't need the training wheels of knowing that someone's going to have to take your side no matter how drunk you are. No matter how stupid you behaved, no matter how retarded you acted. That you know you're at that point where you don't want anyone holding their punches. You start to look for a New York City kind of friendship where you're just out on the street. You really don't know what to expect, and it keeps you in your center. Is this wrong? Is it wrong? You know, I'm not even sure. I don't know. I hope it's just something to consider, really.